What is multi-track recording with magnetic tape? Have you ever wondered how your favorite songs from the 1950s were created? One of the key techniques that transformed music production during this era was multi-track recording with magnetic tape. So, what exactly does this mean? Multi-track recording is a method that allows multiple audio signals to be recorded simultaneously or one after another on a single magnetic tape, with each signal on its own separate track. This innovation was a game changer for musicians and sound engineers, as it enabled them to capture different instruments or voices independently and mix them later for a polished final product. Before the 1950s, most recording methods captured all sounds in one take. This meant that if a musician made a mistake, the entire performance had to be redone. However, with the advent of multi-track recording, artists gained more control over their sound. Initially, machines could only record 1 or 2 tracks, but by the mid-1950s, companies like Ampex developed machines capable of recording up to 3 tracks on a single tape. This meant that a singer could be recorded on one track while instruments were recorded on others, either at the same time or in sequence. The beauty of multi-track recording lies in its flexibility. If a mistake occurred on one track, only that part needed to be re-recorded, leaving the other tracks intact. This allowed musicians to experiment with layering sounds, adding harmonies, and trying out different arrangements without the pressure of perfecting everything in one go. Les Paul, a famous guitarist and inventor, played a significant role in popularizing this technique. His home experiments led to the development of the 8-track recorder, although this technology was initially expensive and mostly found in professional studios. The magnetic tape used for recording was typically 1/4 inch wide and wound onto large reels. Professional machines ran the tape at high speeds, often 15 or even 30 inches per second, ensuring high sound quality. Home machines used smaller reels and slower speeds, but the core principle remained the same: multiple tracks carrying separate parts of the music stored together on one spool of tape. From a nostalgic perspective, multi-track recording marked the beginning of modern music production. It is fascinating to think about the excitement musicians and engineers felt as they discovered they could build songs layer by layer. For listeners, records became richer and more detailed, with instruments and voices perfectly placed in the stereo field. This technology laid the groundwork for recording techniques still in use today, highlighting how the 1950s were a turning point in music history. The art of recording evolved to become just as important as the performance itself, forever changing how we experience music.